And in that instant, a fortress of ingenuity and power is catastrophically unmade. All that remains now is fire, and the quiet, hungry crackle of consumption. It begins with a single touch, a single moment where physics becomes absolute and unforgiving. A chain reaction begins deep within the machine's heart. The pressure becomes absolute. The structural integrity fails in a single catastrophic instant. Here it is, a machine born of fire and industry, moving with the weight of undisputed authority. Its tracks consume the earth, churning mud and soil with mechanical indifference. From below, it is more than a machine. It is a moving mountain, an icon of terrestrial power. Inside, a crew of veterans, calm, confident, in complete control of their formidable domain. Every check is routine. Every report is normal. To them, this is just another day. The systems are armed. The mechanisms are primed. Its immense potential energy waits for a command. The turret traverses with hydraulic grace, a behemoth turning its head to survey its kingdom. A casual display of its awesome power, a demonstration that erases a structure from the landscape. And from the cloud of its own making, the Titan emerges without a single scratch. The commander scans the horizon and the empty gray above. In his mind, there are no threats. A wisp of smoke from the barrel, the fading ghost of its own incredible power. But from a higher perspective, the giant looks so very small. A single piece on a much larger board. Confidence in steel runs deep, a belief that their fortress is impenetrable. It moves through the skeletal remains of a forgotten town, a king passing through a silent court. The path is plotted, the destination is set. The crew is focused only on what lies ahead. But unseen eyes watch from the broken places, framing the Titan in a window of ruin. Its antenna broadcasts its presence to the world, but is its receiver listening for whispers? It leaves the confines of the town, accelerating into the open, believing it has found safety in the emptiness. Every giant casts a long shadow, a dark twin that follows its every move. It stops to rest on high ground, surveying its domain completely exposed. Miles away in the quiet dark, the Titan's halt does not go unnoticed. The hunter sees its chance. On the digital map, the giant is just a single red light, a static problem waiting for a solution. A fragile body is prepared, its purpose fused with a battery's stored energy. The operator's world narrows to a single point of view. He becomes one with the machine. The connection is made. The system is live. The hunter is awake. A silent messenger is released from the shadows, ascending into the indifferent gray sky. It moves like a whisper over a forgotten world, a ghost witnessing the aftermath of a louder age. From the ground, it is almost nothing, a speck of dust, a trick of the light, utterly insignificant. But in the bunker, that insignificant dot is tracked with absolute precision. The gap is closing. This is not a battle of speed or armor. This is a contest of patience, a war of nerves. The hunter uses the scars of the earth for cover, a path of concealment carved by a dead river. It glides past the rusted relics of old conflicts, a modern ghost haunting an industrial graveyard. Every potential danger is marked. Every contingency is planned. This is a game of intellect. It stays low, hugging the ground, using every blade of grass as a shield against a careless eye. And the target waits, oblivious, patient, a perfect portrait of misplaced confidence. The hunter slips through the trees, using the forest as a veil, a final stealthy approach. Its blades slice the air, a quiet hum that is the engine of a coming storm. The connection remains perfect. The forest that hides the hunter also protects its thoughts. And then, breaking cover, the hunter sees its prey. The distance has vanished. The game has changed. It repositions, a piece of tactical brilliance, placing the sun itself as a blinding shield. The hunter finds its perch. The board is set. The final calculations are about to begin. The giant feels a flicker, a strange whisper on the edge of its senses. A ghost in the machine. The commander, blinded by confidence, dismisses the warning as a simple flaw, a fatal miscalculation. But the hunter's partner sees the detection. The prey is alerted. The plan must change instantly. A violent, evasive maneuver. The hunter becomes a ghost again, vanishing into the shadows of ruins. The warning light goes dark. The crew breathes a collective, silent sigh of relief. The ghost, they believe, is gone. A precautionary scan. A sweep of the horizon, searching for a threat it no longer believes is real. From the shadows, the hunter waits, motionless, holding its breath, its moment of vulnerability. A few casual rounds fired at an empty sky, a gesture to confirm what they already think they know. The game of cat and mouse is over. The giant has been outwitted. The hunter re-emerges. It climbs, gaining a position of ultimate advantage, looking down like a hawk upon its prey. The image is stabilized. The view is perfect. The moving target is now a clear, solvable problem. The system begins its work, laying a digital grid over the Titan, analyzing its every angle in real time. It probes the frontal armor. The answer is instantaneous and absolute, impenetrable. It scans the sides. The probability is low, a path of high risk and uncertain reward. The machine considers every possibility and dismisses the impossible. Another path is negated. The hunter strains, its motors whining, fighting the wind to keep the target perfectly framed. And then the operator sees it. A flicker of possibility. A potential key to the puzzle. The system attempts a lock. A flickering green light, struggling to find purchase on the moving beast. Below, the crew is oblivious, concerned only with the rough terrain beneath their tracks. The hunter climbs for the final time, positioning itself for the perfect vertical solution. The operator's hands are poised, ready. The finality of the coming action is held in his steady thumbs. The analyst watches the flickering screen, waiting for the one moment of absolute certainty. The Titan moves into the open, a moment of total, unambiguous exposure. Lock confirmed. The flickering green light turns a solid, furious red. The judgment is rendered. The final command is given. An irreversible choice made with the flick of a switch. The hunter becomes the arrow. It hangs in the air for a breath, then commits to gravity. The giant hears it, a high-pitched keen, the sound of the sky itself falling upon it. The world rushes up to meet the lens, a terminal dive from which there is no escape. From the side, its path is absolute. a vertical line drawn from the sky to a single point on the earth. The commander's eyes widen. Realization dawns in a final, terrible moment of clarity. The details of the steel become impossibly clear. Every bolt, every weld rushes into view. The operator is now merely a passenger, his face a mask of pure, inhuman focus. In the final feet of its descent, time itself seems to bend around the coming impact. Inside the steel box, there is only a shared, silent, and sudden understanding. From the giant's own point of view, its fate descends perfectly centered, too late. A single touch. A jet of focused energy rewrites the physical laws of steel. Inside, the first light of a new internal sun is born. A chain reaction begins deep within the machine's heart. The steel groans, containing a furious power it was never designed to hold. The pressure becomes absolute. The structural integrity fails in a single, catastrophic instant. And the fortress is unmade from within, in a furious release of its own stored energy. A monument of steel tossed into the air like a child's forgotten toy. A landing without grace, a final, crushing impact that shakes the very earth. All that remains now is fire, and the quiet, hungry crackle of consumption. A new smoking landmark on an ancient, scarred landscape. The operator returns to the real world, leaving the ghost and its actions behind. The connection is severed. The eye in the sky is now blind. A silent, respectful nod, acknowledgement of a grim task professionally concluded. The tension finally leaves his body in a long, slow breath, the human cost of a machine's work. The screen goes dark. The window to the battlefield is closed. The tool has completed its task. It now lies silent, inert. And from high above, the smoke drifts sideways, a quiet testament to the events below. In the 21st century game of chess, a pawn from the sky